lecture topic is Introduction to Power Electronics. Relationship of power electronics. Normally, power electronics have control. Control in the sense means analog and digital. And for an electronics, electron devices and circuits are there. Then with that, you have to use the power equipment, statics and rotating. So power electronics means that is power plus electronics. In the power electronics, you have power, electronics and control. Introduction to power electronics. Power electronics is a field which combines power, that is electric power, electronics and control system. So the power engineering deals with static, rotating power equipment for generation, transmission and distribution of electric power. Electronics deal with the study of solid state semiconductor power devices and circuit power conversion to meet the desired control objective, that is to control the output voltage and the output power. Control deals with static dynamic characteristics of closed loop system. So power electronics deals with the combination of power, electronics and control. So power electronics may be defined as the subject of applications of solid state power semiconductor devices, that is thyristor, for the control and conversion of electric power. So power electronics deals with the study and design of thyristorized power controllers for variety of application like heat control, light illumination control, motor control, AC and DC motor devices used in industries, high voltage power supplies, vehicle propulsion system, high voltage direct current transmission. Definition of power electronics. Power electronics is the application of solid state electronics for the control and conversion of electric power. Power electronics relates to the control and flow of electrical energy. So definition of power electronics means to convert, to process and control the flow of electric power by supplying voltages and current in the form that is optimally suited for user loads. That is, you have to give the source you get an input power, that is VI into II, that is given to the power processor. In the power processor you have to use the controller. A power processor is connected to the load. From the load you have to measure the value, that is voltage or current. Then the reference value is also given. The measured value and the reference value will be compared, that will be given to the controller. The controller will be control the power processor. So power electronics interfaces. Power electronics converters provide the necessary adaptation function to integrate all different microgrid components into a common system. So here fuel cell, micro turbine, PV module, wind generators are there. That power will be given to the power electronics interfaces. That power electronics interfaces is between the wind generation, power module, micro turbine, fuel cell, between them and microgrid. Using the power electronic interface, it will be connected to the microgrid. So microgrid, from the electric grid also power electronics interface will be connected, that is also connected to the microgrid, and the energy storage system will be also connected to the microgrid. So from the microgrid, here the controller is also there. Microcontroller will be control the controller. So from the microgrid, power electronic interfaces is connected to an AC load and DC load. For electronic interface means for a DC load it will be rectified, the power will be rectified and given to DC load. From AC load, the AC voltage control will be there, that will be connected to the DC load. Interdisciplinary nature of power electronics. For a power electronics includes circuit theory, system and control theory, then signal processing, electronics, magnetics, power system, electric machines, simulating and computing, solid state physics. So these are include the power electronics. For a power electronics signal will be processed, it include electronics, power system, then circuit theory. Power electronics applications. Commercial application, heating system, ventilating, air conditioner, central refrigeration, lighting, computers and office equipment, uninterrupted power supply, that is UPS, elevators and emergency lamp. Commercial application means normally you have to use in the buildings, in office and also, that is for cool country, that is a heating system or a ventilating system will be there. Then hot countries, their air condition will be there, central refrigeration will be there, lighting, then computers, office equipment, that's UPS, elevators, emergency lamp. These are the commercial application of power electronics. Then domestic application. Domestic application means cooking equipments, lighting, heating, air conditioner, refrigerator and freezers, personal computers, entertainment equipment, UPS. These are the domestic applications. Then industrial application, pumps, compressors, blowers and fans, machine tools, arc furnace, induction furnace, lightning control circuit, industrial lasers, induction heating, welding equipments. Aerospace applications, space shuttle power supply system, satellite power supply system, aircraft power supply system. These are the aerospace application. In that power system be used for power electronics. Telecommunication, battery chargers, power supplies, that is DC and UPS, mobile cell phone battery chargers. Transportation, traction control of electric vehicles, battery chargers for electric vehicle, electric locomotives, street cars, trolley buses, automobile electronics, including engine control. Then utility system, high voltage DC transmission, HVDC, static war compensation, alternative energy sources, that is wind and photovoltaic. Photovoltaic means solar. Then fuel cells, energy storage system, induced draft fans and boiler feed water pumps. For application of power devices, here it's a graph application, that is for an operating frequency versus power capacity. power capacity will be in the kVA. Then operating frequency will be in the hertz and kilohertz. So here you have to use transistor module, use washing machines, then air conditioning, then refrigerator, then microwave oven, and triac also used in the washing machine. Then thyristor you see HVDC system, welding, iron mill, power supply for chemical use. Then GTO will be used in electric cars, UPS, and motor control. Then UPS will be used in thyristor module also, IGBT module also, MOSFET module also, IGBT module also. Then next for MOSFET modules, that is COR, and discrete MOSFET module, CORs, VCR, power supply for audio, and static power supplies. MOSFET modules also used in the robotic and welding machines. And thyristor module also used for robotic in welding machines, and IGBT module also used in robotics and welding machines. These are the application of power devices. Power electronic switching devices. So uncontrolled turn on and turn off, this will be for a power diode. Controlled turn on and uncontrolled turn off, example is thyristor. Controlled turn on and off characteristics, that is power transistor, BJT, MOSFET, GTO, IGBT. Continuous gate signal requirement, BJT, MOSFET, IGBT. Pulse gate requirement, SCR, that is silicon control rectifier or GTO. Bidirectional current capability, TRIAC. Unidirectional current capability, SCR, GTO, BJT, MOSFET, and IGBT. These are the power electronic switching devices. Power electronic switching devices will be for a frequency versus power rating. You have to use means for thyristor you have to use power transmission. Then GTO will be used for UPS and industrial inverters and motor drives. In the motor drives, IGBT also used. Then for IGBT used for robot welding machines, then automotives. For automotives, MOSFET also used, and the MOSFET will be used for switching power supply, home appliance, computers, digital product. That is, the frequency range will be 1 kHz means thyristor will be used. Frequency range is 1K to 10K means IGBT will use. Frequency range is 10K to 1 megahertz means then MOSFET will be used. GTO frequency is 1000 Hz to 10 or 5 kilohertz. Power electronics converter, that is power electronics that is rectifier, chopper, and inverter. For a rectifier means that is AC input is converted to DC output. Chopper means where fixed DC input is converted to variable DC output. Inverter means DC input is converted to AC output. This Power semiconductor can be classified into three categories, that is according to their controllability, that is uncontrolled turn on and off device, that is diodes. Controlled turn on and uncontrolled turn off device, that is SCR. Controlled turn on and off device means BJT, MOSFET, GTO, IGBT, SITs, FCTs. There are different power semiconductor devices which commonly used in different applications as follows. That is power diode, power transistor, power MOSFET, IGBT, thyristor. The term thyristor is used to indicate a family of semiconductor device used for power control. Thyristor is the 4-layer semiconductor of PN-PN structure with 3 PN junctions. It has 3 terminals: anode, cathode and gate. The word thyristor is coined from thyratron and transistor and is invented in 1954 Bell Labs. Different types of thyristors are silicon controlled rectifier, triac, diac, gate turn off transistor. Silicon controlled rectifier. So silicon controlled rectifier is 4-layer 3-terminal device with a junction as shown. The construction of SCR so that the gate terminal is kept near the cathode and the approximate thickness of each layer of doping intensity are indicated. Then in terms the lateral dimensions, thyristors are the largest semiconductor device made. A complete silicon wafer as large as 10 cm in diameter may be used to make a single high power thyristor. Here structure of thyristor. Here the base is highly depleted out with holes, that is p-type material. Above that a lightly doped p-type material and the above of the thickness of 30 to 50 micrometer and the above and n-type material have a lightly doped, that is 10 power 13 and minus 5 into 10 power 14 centimeter cube. Has a thickness of 50 to 1000 micrometer. At the above that a lightly doped p-type material have a thickness of 30 to 100 micromillimeter, have a density of 10 power 17 centimeter power minus 3. And the above that a gate terminal and the cathode terminal will be there. For a gate terminal have a highly density heavily doped material of n-type, have 10 power 19 centimeter power minus 3, have a thickness of 10 micrometer. Between that n-type material a terminal will be there, that is a gate terminal. In the p-type material have a lightly doped p-type material. Here 3 junctions are there, that is J1, J2 and J3. Have 3 terminals of anode, cathode and gate. Construction of SCR. Here this have 3 terminals, that is anode, cathode and gate. For a base for the heat sink attachment will be there. So planar type construction, and then molybdenum plates are above and below, and then anode have a terminal and the cathode have a terminal and the base gate also have a terminal. When pellet is there, here also 3 junction J1, J2 and J3 have an PN type material. So this is a mass R type construction and external construction and anode, cathode and gate. This is the external construction. Device operation, that is a simplified model of a thyristor. Have a 3 junction 4 layer device, that is 3 junction of J1, J2, J3. Have a PN type, that is 4 layer 3 junction. I have a 3 terminal, that is anode, cathode and gate. Here J1, J3 are a forward biased and J2 is a reverse bias model. So here for a P type and N type, these two are have a J1, J3 junction. So when the supply will be given to the N, here P type material, N type material will be, N type majority carrier is electrons, P type majority carrier is holes. So these two are opposite. So these two are attracted, so that J2, J3 is then J3 have an forward biased, and the above for if the anode is connected means to positive terminal means, that is P type material have an holes more. Here anode also connected to positive terminal. So these two are repel. So all the holes are jump into the N junction. N type material. So N type material have a majority carriers of electrons. So these two junction have attracted. So that J1 is also forward biased. Also forward bias. J2 is reverse biased because these J1 junction and J3 junction are forward bias, so that a small amount of leakage current will be flowing through the reverse bias junction, that is J2 junction. When the gate signal will be given, only the J2 junction will be flowing more current. So the device will be in the conduction state. So it will be operated. VA characteristics. Here, that is when the VA characteristics, when the thyristor have a supply will be given. For a anode have a positive supply, cathode have a negative supply, and then the gate signal also given, then it will be start conducting. So a small the small leakage, forward leakage current will be flowing, that will be there. When it will be in the attain the forward breakover voltage, then the voltage breakover voltage, when the between that you have to give the gate triggering, so that the device will be conducting. So conducting means it will be the current will be increased peakly, but the voltage will be very small. With a small voltage, the current will be increasing. So that is conduction state. For a reverse conduction means, that is cathode have given a reverse voltage and the anode given to a negative voltage, cathode is giving a positive voltage. Then between that, in the J2 junction, a small current will be flowing. It will be in the microamps. So that is a reverse leakage current. So when the reverse breakdown will be occur, then the current will be deeply increasing. So this is the effect of gate current. When the gate current will be 0, it will be breakdown. Then gate current will be increasing the voltage V1, V2, V3 means. Then it will be start conducting. If the gate 1 voltage is, so current will be more, increasing more, and the voltage will be decreasing. The voltage will be decreasing, but the gate current will be increasing means it will be attained first, it will be attained the holding current, then it will be start conducting in the latching current state. Two transistor model of SCR. So normally thyristor have a 4-layer 3-junction transistor. So for a 4-layer 3-junction transistor, here J1, J2, J3 are the 3 junction, and the terminals are anode, cathode and gate. So this will be converted to P-N. N will be divided into 2 parts, and the P central between the J2 and J3 junction, that P material also divided into 2. So PNP and NPN transistor. Q1 is the PNP transistor and Q2 is the NPN transistor. These two transistors will be connected. That is J1, J2 will be connected, then J3 junction. So these are the two transistor model of SCR. The operation of two transistor model. Here Q1, Q2 are PNP transistor. Q1 is the PNP transistor, Q2 is the NPN transistor. Here the gain is alpha 1, Q2 gain is alpha 2. The gate current is Ig and the cathode current is IK, and the base current of the Q2 is IB2. Base current of Q is IB1, that current is IB1, that is the base current of Q1 is connected to the collector. So base current of B1 is equal to the collector current of Q2. IA is the anode current, that is the thyristor current. The transistor equations are, that is IC, collector current is equal to beta into IB plus 1 plus beta into IC B0. The collector current IC is equal to alpha into IE plus IB0. That is IE is equal to IC plus IB. IB is equal to IE into 1 minus alpha minus ICBO. Considering the NPN transistor of the equivalent circuit is IE1 is equal to A, IC is equal to IC1, alpha is equal to alpha 1, ICBO is equal to ICB1, IB is equal to IB1, and IB1 is equal to IA into 1 minus alpha 1 minus IB ICB1. So ICB1 is the collector base current, and IA is the anode current, B1 is the base current, E1 is the emitter current. Emitter current is equal to anode current. Alpha is the gain of the transistor. Considering the NPN transistor, the equivalent circuit, IC is equal to IC2, IB is equal to IB2, IE2 is equal to IK, that is equal to IA plus IG. IC2 is equal to alpha 2 into IK plus ICB02. IC2 is equal to alpha 2 into IK is equal to IA plus IG. So that will be given, put here and ICBO2. From the equivalent circuit we see that IC2 is equal to IB1. So IA is equal to alpha 2 into Ig plus ICB01 plus ICB02 divided by 1 minus alpha 1 plus alpha 2. For a case 1, when Ig is equal to 0, IA is equal to ICB01 plus ICB02 divided by 1 minus alpha 1 plus alpha 2. In case 2, when Ig is not equal to 0, Ia is equal to alpha 2 Ig plus ICB01 plus ICB02 divided by 1 minus alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Gate characteristics of SCR. Here this is the for the gate characteristics of SCR. Here S1, S2 are the points, the curve 1, curve 2 and curve 3. Curve 3 is the dynamic characteristics of SCR. Here dynamic characteristics is a transient characteristics also. Here two characteristics are there, that is turn on characteristics and turn off characteristics. For a turn on characteristics, here gate pulse is given. VA, that is turn on characteristics, have a delay time and spread time and raise time. For here, that is for a raise time is 0.1 into IA to 0.9 IA, that is a raise current, and then delay current is given and the raise current is also given, that is here the 0.9 IA for the raise current. So from between that steady state operation will be there, then it will be decreasing and the negative side it will go in, then it will be the upper side. This is the turn off process, turn on characteristics. Turn on characteristics have 0.9 Vc2, Ig, here anode current, then load current, TD, TR and TP, that is delay current, raise current and spread time. Delay time, raise time and spread time, these are the turn on process. For a turn off process, have an reverse recovery current, gate recovery current. So these two are a TQ, that is turn on current. So here the reverse recovery voltage will be due to the power circuit will be given, that is TQ. Then actual reverse recovery, and then next for the reverse recovery, that is TC. Due to the DIT-DT commutation, reverse recovery and recombination, these two are there, that is recombination means gate recovery. Then turn on turn off process will be combined with in this diagram. Gate pulse, anode and cathode voltage, that is this is for the initial state anode voltage, the on state voltage drop across the SCR, then anode current begins to decrease, steady state operation. Then controllable switches, that is up to this you have to see the power SCR. Next is for the controllable switches, that is power transistor. General power transistor do not operate in latch mode. For a traditional devices are bipolar junction transistor, metal oxide silicon field effect transistor, insulated gate bipolar transistor, gate turn off thyristor, that is GTO. Then emergency devices are gate control device. Then next is bipolar junction transistor. This is the symbol for BJT. Have a three terminal base, emitter and collector. Here this is the VI characteristics. Here VI characteristics will draw between VCE, that is collector emitter current, and IC or base current. Here the rating of the BJT means the voltage rating means voltage and current. Voltage will be that VCE is less than 1000 volt. Current will be in the, that is collector current is greater than 400 volt. Sorry, less than 400 volt. Here the switching frequency is up to 5 kilohertz and the low on state voltage is 2 to 3 volt. Low current gain is B is less than 10. Need high base current to obtain reasonable collector current. Expensive and complex base derived circuit, hence not popular in the new product. Then metal oxide semiconductor device, that is MOSFET. Here MOSFET have two types, that is depletion MOSFET, then depletion, then enhancement MOSFET and depletion MOSFET. For the enhancement MOSFET, P-type enhancement MOSFET, N-type enhancement MOSFET, and depletion, the depletion MOSFET means P-type depletion MOSFET and N-type depletion MOSFET. Here the voltage rating will be, that is the drain source voltage is less than 500 volt and the drain source current is less than 300 amps. The frequency will be greater than 100 kilohertz. So this is the for some low power devices this will be used. So frequency will be go up to the megahertz ranges. Here this turn on and turn off is very simple. To turn on, VGS is equal to plus 15 volt. Turn off, VG is equal to 0 volt. So 0 volt to turn off. A device circuit is simple. This is the symbol of MOSFET. Here the T3 terminals are gate, drain and source. The input VA characteristics of the MOSFET will be drawn between VDS and ID. VDS means that is drain source voltage and drain current. The VGS will be at the time VGS will be constant. Here the MOSFET characteristic basically low voltage device, high voltage device also available up to the 600 volt, but with the limited current. So parallel quite easily for high current capability. Internal resistance between drain and source during on state. RDS is on, limited power handling capability of MOSFET. High losses especially for high voltage devices due to on. Dominant in high frequency applications. Then insulated gate bipolar transistor, that is IGBT. This is the IGBT this is for the symbol for IGBT. So it have a 3-terminal device, that is collector, emitter and gate. So here is the VA characteristics will be drawn between the collector to emitter voltage and the collector current. When gate emitter voltage will be constant. The combination of BJT and MOSFET characteristics, gate behavior is similar to MOSFET, easy to turn on and turn off, Low losses like BJT due to low on state. Collector emitter voltage will be 2 to 3 volt and the voltage rating will be, that is VCE, that is collector emitter voltage is less than 3.3 kV and the current, collector current is 1.2 kiloamps. Currently available high voltage IGBT between the 4.5 kilovolt to 1.2 kiloamps. Here the switching frequency up to 100 kHz. Typical application have an 20 to 50 kHz. Gate turn off transistor. This is a symbol for gate turn off transistor. Have an 3 terminals, anode, cathode and gate, and have a characteristics is like a thyristor, SCR. Here in forward bias it will be turned on, then the current will be increasing a very small voltage. For a reverse bias it will be reverse leakage current will be there. When the breakdown will be occur, then the current will be linearly increase. Turn on characteristics have behaved like a normal thyristor but can be turned off using gate signal. However, turning off is difficult, need very large reverse gate current, normally 1 to 5 of the anode current. Gate drive design is very difficult due to very large reverse gate current at turn off. Then the rating is highest power rating switches, voltage will be less than 5 kilovolt, current will be less than 5 kiloamps, frequency will be less than 5 kHz. Very stiff competition, low N from IGBT, high N from IGCT. Then switching comparison. You have to do a switching comparison, that is thyristor, BJT, FET, GTO, IGBT, IGCT. Availability early in 1960s. Here BJT will be late in 70s. MOSFET is early in 80s, GTO mid 80s, IGBT late 80s, IGCT mid 90s. State of techniques, matured, thyristor and BJT will have matured and improved, mature, rapid improvement. Voltage rating will be for thyristor 5 kilovolt, BJT 1 kilovolt, FET 500 volt, GTO 5 kilovolt, IGBT 3.3 kilovolt, IGCT 6.5 kilovolt. Current rating have a thyristor for 4 kiloamps, then BJT have 400 amps, FET have 200 amps, GTO have 5 kiloamps, IGBT have 1.2 kiloamps, then IGCT have 4 kiloamps. For a switching frequency, thyristor is not available. BJT is 5 kHz, FET have 1 MHz, GTO have 2 kHz, IGBT have 100 kHz, then IGCT have 1 kHz. On state voltage is 2 volt, thyristor have 2 volt, BJT have 1 to 2 volt, FET have 1, then GTO have 2 to 3 volt, IGBT 2 to 3 volt, IGCT 3 volt. For drive circuits, for thyristor simple, BJT have difficult, FET have very simple, GTO have very difficult, IGBT have very simple and IGCT simple. Common ends means cannot turn on using gate signal. This phase out in new product, good performance in the high frequency, king in very high power, best overall performance and replacing GTO.